Hi everybody, I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 20th of December 2023. It's cooler now. The temperature on the island has been really cool, in particular at night, and so it's not as bad as it was in the summer, even though we live on a tropical island, and so it's 4 seasons of summer. But listen, you will have days that it's almost freezing. So we'll work with it. We'll work with the temperature now. It's beautiful outside, and I just hope it continues. Now, today I want to talk about it locally with these sensations on social media. Everybody has seen it by now with Ivani and Destiny. These persons are two friends who are two friends via social media, who has been around, who has been communicating with each other, play games with each other, and they have a falling out, and it just lead to a great blowout. For those who don't know, Ivani is a local Jamaican and living in the United States right now. She has been a scammer, basically hacking people's accounts, scam people out of their money. She has been incarcerated for stealing people's Instagram account, yada, yada, yada. And this is a person who simply haven't to learn her lesson. She's now in the United States, pregnant for a guy. And, she has been going up and about and stuff like that. And it's one mayhem on social media after the other. Destiny is also a local Jamaican living in Europe, in Switzerland. And, he got his, she got, because I have to refer to him as a her, because he looks very feminine, he acts very feminine, he identifies himself as a trans. So at no point in time I feel comfortable even calling Destiny a him, because I basically can't, I say that because he doesn't even look like, he doesn't feel comfortable, because he doesn't look like a woman, look like a man, I should say. He doesn't have anything masculine in him, well, besides his, I guess, genitals. So besides that, I just say Destiny is someone who got amnesty in Europe based on his sexuality and stuff like that. And he has been on the internet. He have had several breakout or fallout with people. And so in this case now, where it has been big, it's between him and his former friend, social media friend, that is Ivani. And it's one thing after the other. Ivani is a pregnant woman from God knows when. And until now, she hasn't gone into labor, haven't delivered on the baby. She has been up and about, going back and forth with her baby daddy because she's pregnant for him. And he's basically not really doing anything until the baby comes out and he can do a DNA test to prove it's his. And I think that's just wrong. If you know that you were there and it's a possibility that you're the father, your moral compass can guide you, because you know that she was a promiscuous person. You choose to go there. You weren't tricked or hoodwinked or bamboozled. You have a toxic tendency in you. Also, you are very argumentative and all of that. So we've seen that he's not completely innocent. Howie's not completely innocent also. But here lies Ivany, who's pregnant. And, it has been a roller coaster for her, where she's relying on, I guess, her backdoor making of money through the illegal activities and also through going live on her TikTok. And I think on her IG. And persons will gift her, because he's not really doing anything, as he said, until the baby is born and there's a DNA test to confirm that he's the actual father. And I think that's wrong. We know Ivani is crazy, unstable. We know that Ivani is, I don't like to use the word crazy, but because of the maniacal things that she constantly do on social media and then having fallout with people, you want to use the lighter term or the buzzword of being crazy. But we know that she's basically unstable. She's overly aggressive and all of these kind of things. A pregnant woman needs love and care. A woman who is pregnant with an unborn needs love, care, needs heavy attention, needs massage, needs physical, care and all of these things. If she's pregnant for him and he says, okay, he might not be or maybe the father, then, it's not too hard for one day to use your integrity and say, okay, let me show some comfort. Let me show some this. Let me show some that. I guess she has mentioned that they have been intimate since she was pregnant, but it seems like it's an on and off thing where he comes around, he just wants a good time and that try to make it up with her. But because she lived for social media and the squabble and the diatribe, then it's quite uncomfortable for him, because he doesn't want everything out there like that. But she keeps doing it. And because of such, he stays away. Now he has met someone. I get to understand it's someone that he was always involved with. And he's talking to this girl, Ivani, with her big belly. had decided to run to go to his place and to go there with a knife and whatever, and then she destroyed his vehicle and stuff like that. And I think law enforcement was involved. And I'm looking into it and I'm saying that if you're a pregnant woman, at some point you have to think about the unborn. At some point you have to use intelligence. At some point you have to make it click in and say, listen, I can't be thinking about this guy. Yes, I need my love, I need my care. There are persons who have reached out to her in spite of her behavior, which I won't get into as yet. There are so many persons who have reached out to her and who are helping her on her journey. Yes, she have had fallout with a lot of people because she called it on herself also. But for the most part, a lot of persons have been there supporting her, calling her, talking to her, and guiding her on her way as a woman who is pregnant. And so, that can, I guess, temporarily replace the comfort that she's looking for from the father of her unborn. So hearing that he has another person and they're posting it and stuff like that, she could have come and speak out on it genuinely and say that she doesn't want to be a part of it, go away, or block him or whatever the case may be. But because all these hormones are racing and all of these kind of things, and then with ignorance coming into play, she just decided to run and she's going to go up a many flight of stairs, and then she's going to want to fight and, destroy his vehicle. And that's just not the right thing to do. That's just not the right thing to do. And, persons warn her that, CPS can take your child and whatever you can be arrested. She's saying that she doesn't care. She doesn't give a damn. She'll be arrested. She'll be released and stuff like that. So if you're not thinking about your child at any point in time, why not just give up the child for adoption? Why not sign up that you will give up the child for adoption, or you will legally sign over your parental rights to the father then when the child is born, and just move on with it? But why are you putting yourself in harm's way? Because you're thinking that you're not thinking about the unborn, but you're also not thinking about your health, because hurting the child can lead to you hurting yourself. You can lose your life. Pregnancy is a life and death situation. So it is a very delicate moment in a woman's life. It doesn't matter if she's a crackhead. It doesn't matter if she's a drug addict. It doesn't matter if she's an alcoholic or how maniacal she will behave while pregnant. A pregnant woman is in the very delicate, the most delicate state of her life, because anything can go wrong and she can very well lose her life, not just the life of the unborn. And so she doesn't listen, of course. She's not going to listen. And Destiny came out and was advising her not to do it. And Destiny was on the live and saying that she doesn't listen to anybody. That's the way how she is and stuff like that. Ivany didn't like it. And because she don't like it, she decided that she's going to upload and she's going to curse and disrespect and say all of these things about Destiny. Destiny revealed that, listen, these are the things that you wanted me to do. You wanted me to create a fake account to harass you and make it seem as if it's Howie, your baby daddy's new girl. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. You also told him that you got notice and you were to move, and then they're on Miss Bling Alive, and they're cursing each other, and she's saying, Ivany saying that she didn't do it, this, that. I didn't do it. I didn't say that I got notice and stuff like that. I can prove it. Destiny saying that you told me that. But my thing is that if Ivany even said to Destiny that she got notice, what's wrong with that? So what's wrong with that for Ivany to even lie about it then? What's wrong with that? Unless it was a way where she was trying to mooch off Destiny for something, for assistance in something, and she told her an actual lie, because this is a scammer. Ivany is a scammer. She's known to lie. So I wouldn't be surprised that she said it to Destiny, but it was actual lie. So she's saying that she didn't say it, and she can prove, because she still be at the apartment. So she can prove that she actually didn't get notice. It's to prove that you're a liar. I remember my mother used to say to me that it's important to speak the truth and it's important to be honest, because if you are a pathological liar, or if you're a known liar and people find that out about you, when you decide to speak the truth, you know who is going to believe you? Nobody. Nobody's going to take the time out to study if you're telling the truth, if you're telling a lie, if you're being honest, if you're being dishonest. Nobody has that time to waste with you. So whatever it is that someone says about you, in particular people who are close to you, that's what they are going to believe, most likely what that person is saying. And also people who have ill intentions will draw near to you and use you for their gain, because they know that you are a liar. So what? They will get away with it. So you have to be careful of when you're living a life of lie, of deceit, of scam, of betrayal, of manipulation. You have to be careful. We have seen also what Ivany have done to so many of her friends when we're looking back in the past. Destiny, why do you think she wouldn't have done that to you? Why do you think you said that she wanted your T-Mobile, she wanted T-Mobile code and all of these kind of things because you think that she wanted to hack in your phone? If you're seeing these kind of things, I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't want to be that kind of friend. If it's not about her pregnancy and me supporting her, I wouldn't want to be communicating or having anything to do with her because that's an unhealthy individual. That's an individual that can send you to prison. This is one of the reasons I despise liars. I do not not like liars. I despise them because a liar will make an innocent person go to prison. On the contrary, with a thief, they possibly will admit it when found. They will possibly admit it when caught, I should say. But the liar is going to make certain that someone else goes to prison and they get away scotch-free. So if Ivany have a history of doing these kind of things to her friend, I remember when Lava came, where I spoke about this with Fully Top Dollar, an Jamaican-American artist who, Ivany wanted to use his account to do something and the guy lost some money and he decided to take over her account. And Lava on Chat and Laugh came and said that Ivany, between you and Ivany came to him and wanted to use his account just the same to collect money. And he said no. And it didn't get to him, but he got to Fully Top Dollar, the artist. So this is the history of her behavior. She goes into people's account. She goes into people's account, whether it be bank account, whether it be social media account, and she steal it. Also their cell phone. She go into there to try to get their number, to try to hack in their number. That's what she did with her friend Was, because she wanted to get hold of her customers and to control her account. So she has a history of doing these kind of things. I won't even begin to speak on the nothing ass bitchs that are constantly following her and supporting her and making excuses for her bad behavior. Every bummy ass bitch out there needs a representative, and Ivany is a perfect representative of a bummy ass woman. She's a perfect representative of them. The problem is that there are way too many of them in the black community. I wouldn't even say in Jamaica, but because it's not Jamaica alone. It's all over in the Caribbean. All over in the Caribbean. From Antigua to Guyana to Trinidad to Barbados to Bahamas. There are way too many bummy ass even in the United States that are following these type of females. There are way too many of them in the black community. And because of such, it overrides and supersedes people who are of integrity, women are of human decency. And so everybody get the notion that's how all of them behave. All black women, all melanated women tend to be like that and tend to behave like that. You understand? Because I don't know why in the life of me these women constantly would follow her and support her, knowing this is what she does. If you are scamming and if you're doing all this illegal activity and you are constantly being caught, you're constantly being exposed, you have been to jail for it and all of these kind of things, don't you think you should try something the legal way for a change? You should try something the legal way for a change. Because clearly the illegal way is not working out for you. You do not have luck in that circle. So you most likely want to try the legal way. Now we have seen all the nasty things that are being exchanged between them, between Destiny, between Ivany. We have seen it. And I want to address the Jamaican men who are coming out and they're uploading videos and saying that Batman this and you're supporting Batman and this is what you Jamaican women get because you don't love Batman and that's why when a man don't love Batman and all this and you're not keeping friend. Your woman can't be friends with gay men and all of these kind of things and attacking gay men. First and foremost, Destiny is not pregnant. Destiny doesn't have a baby father. Destiny is not the one on social media that is hacking in people's account, going in people's account, stealing things. It's not Destiny that are doing these kind of things. It's a heterosexual woman who is doing these kind of things, who is pregnant with an unborn. So how does a Batman come in this? They are having their beef, just like how two women would have a beef, just like how two men would have beef. We have seen it all over social media all day, every day. There's always a gender that is at war, whether it be the two opposite gender, whether it be the same gender, whether it be trans. So why is it that Destiny sexuality is being come into play and talking about Batman this and Batman that? You're just homophobic, and not only are you homophobic, a lot of you men who are talking are down low men yourself. You don't look straight, you don't act straight, you don't act like men either. You are very effeminate energy, you are overly aggressive, you are foul at the mouth just the same, you are impolite, you are disrespectful. So a lot of you men also who are straight are not even of good report. So you're not in a position to speak on any man. And then you're going to use your sexuality as a scapegoat because you want to attack them and make it seem as if that it's because he's gay, why he's doing that. No, it's not because he's gay. Because there are a lot of men who claim to be straight who have behaved way worse than Destiny on the internet. So let's get that clear. This is not a go-to moment or a quick move moment or a feel-good moment for a straight man or a heterosexual man to jump in and decide that you're going to attack homosexual men or gay men. First and foremost, you should be grateful for destiny. That's an openly gay person. That's an openly trans person who has come out and identify who he is and stuff like who she is. And stuff like that. You should be proud so you can identify the sheep from the goat, so you know where to stay away from or what to stay away from. But a lot of your problem is that you hate yourself so much. You hate someone else, and when they come out and identify who they are, you don't see it as an opportunity for you to say, okay, at least I know that's what he's about, that's what she's about. So let me keep to my corner, let them keep to their corner. No, you want people to stay straight and be straight, to prove something to you for God knows what reason. The world is not made up like that. Way before there was Sodom and Gomorrah, there were homosexuals in all different culture and all different generation. I'm not saying that it's godly. I'm not saying that it's awesome. I'm not saying that it's demonic. I am just saying that these people have existed way before you and I. And long after we have gone on the earth, they will still be in existence. Now, whether it's mental illness or whether it is this or whether it is that, or whatever the case may be. A lot of you straight men are mentally ill just the same. You are violent, you're abusive, you understand me, you're narcissistic, you're disrespectful, you're uncaring, you're selfish, you're all about yourself. So what difference does it make? I mean, madness is madness, right? You understand? Madness is madness. So if you're going to say that it is madness and that's the reason they behave like that and they do those kind of things, what's the excuse for your behavior? What's the excuse? You walk around, you want to control women, you want to control children, you want to control men, you want to control each other, then you want to walk around with a gun and kill each other, then you want to abuse women, you want to do all these kind of things. And at the same time, people must recognize and accept that you're a full-grown man, you're mature, you're this, you're capable of that, and you should be given that respect regardless of the ills your behavior has come with or your identity have come with. So which one of us are really crazy here? Which one of us? It's not a feel-good moment. Destiny and Ivany break out. So many women are falling out all the time on social media. So many men. I don't care, and I don't understand why people are trying to come into a homosexual conversation and he must act like a man. Destiny is a man by gender, but it's not a man by behavior. It's a female because it has feminine traits. That's what a female is. Someone with feminine traits. You understand me? Someone with the traits and behavioral pattern of the opposite sex, of the woman gender. That's what a female is. That's why there are so many women also who are male, because their sexuality is manly. It's not feminine. And that's who they are. That's what they identify. That's how they carry themselves, regardless if it's an ill, if it's a past, if it's a trauma, whatever the case may be. That's what they choose to do. I think the world is extremely big. I think we should be way past that. I don't believe in imposing on people. I don't believe in them imposing their lifestyle on people. And I don't believe straight people should impose their life on them. I believe that people should leave people be and all of that. I don't think Destiny's sexuality or whatever it is that she identifies herself as has anything to do with the topic right now. Ivany is a destructive person. It has gone from worse to destructive. It's very destructive. And I always say the sooner they start to charge people for posting, charge people for doing a lot of things on the internet, a lot of things will cut down. Yeah, you will find all sort of people who still have money or access to money, so they will be able to access a lot of things. But at the end of the day, there needs to be some sort of monitoring, serious monitoring. And I know it's going to come in the future where certain people simply cannot go on the internet, or they will be banned for a certain time period. There are limited access that they have to the internet. China does it. An entire country of more than 1 billion people have done it. You understand? So I just think that it can be done and stuff like that. And I think it should be, because it will avoid destructive behavioral pattern in both men and women. Ill messages that are discouraging, messages that tear down women, trying to make them look as the weaker vessel, the weaker this, the weaker that, and all of these kind of things, and making them feel as if they should subject themselves to a whole lot of things simply because this and that. And all of that. And I'm just so over it. Their behavior pattern, I think some people should be banned from Google, from accessing the certain search engine, from accessing certain network. They should just be banned from certain social media platform, because that behavior simply is not necessary and it's going absolutely nowhere. Unless there's a promotion of bad behavior that you're trying to push among a certain ethnic group, amongst a certain demographic, and because you want to keep the engine going to feed into the negative negative stereotype so people can be treated as such and use that as a scale to draw classism and racism, then we are onto something. We are onto something. Because I can't see the purpose of this. It can be monitored, it can be stopped. There can never be in any society the freedom of just about anything. It has never been. That's the reason laws are in place. That's the reason you don't go up on a one-way street that's going down. There are rules and regulation in place for a reason, to keep people checked, to keep people in line, to keep people respectful, to control decency and life. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Have a good day, and I'll see you again on the Devil Advocate channel. Bye-bye.